These drills were not just exercises, they were carefully curated to create highly conditioned, physically resilient and psychologically hardened athletes. Let's dive into the purpose and benefits of each of these drills, examining how they contributed to building the elite Soviet boxer and why they remain relevant today. Soviet knuckle wrist push-ups. Building the strike engine, the Soviet-style wrist knuckle push-up is more than a display of toughness. Its design targets the musculature and tendons of the wrists, forearms and shoulders, reinforcing the boxer's kinetic chain. The line of force that connects footwork, hips, core and eventually the fist. This drill serves multiple purposes: wrist strength and joint integrity. In boxing, the wrist is a vulnerable hinge. Without stability, power leaks during a punch, or worse, leads to injury. The knuckle wrist push-up was designed to load the wrist dynamically under tension, improving the isometric and eccentric strength of the tendons and ligaments that stabilize the joint. Over time, this increases the bone density and connective tissue resilience, making the fist a more reliable weapon. Soviet coaches believed that such conditioning not only prevented injury, but helped normalize the sensation of impact, reducing the psychological hesitation often seen in less conditioned fighters. In essence, the Soviet wrist push-up wasn't just about being tough. It was an intelligent tool to prepare the athlete's primary weapon, the fist, for sustained violent use under duress. Kettlebell training, the foundation of functional brutality. If wrist knuckle push-ups sharpened the spear, kettlebells built the arm that throws it. In Soviet physical culture, the kettlebell, or girya, was a symbol of utilitarian strength. Every Soviet athlete, from wrestlers to weightlifters to boxers, trained with kettlebells. Their purpose in boxing conditioning was rooted in explosiveness, core integration, and what Soviet sports scientists called special strength, strength that transfers directly into sport-specific actions. Kettlebells build dynamic hip extension, the bedrock of punching power. Exercises like swings and cleans train the posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, spinal erectors to contract explosively, the exact movement pattern required to drive force from the ground into a punch. Kettlebell circuits, unlike standard weightlifting, maintain a continuous workload. This mimics the metabolic demands of a boxing round. Soviet trainers were early adopters of interval-based kettlebell circuits, simulating the stress of a fight while improving anaerobic capacity and muscular endurance. The offset weight of a kettlebell constantly pulls against the wrist, forcing the stabilizers to engage. This increases functional grip strength, crucial for clinching, glove control, and maintaining wrist alignment during strikes. Directly improves the speed-strength relationship in the hips and shoulders, translating to heavier, faster punches. Kettlebells were not just tools of brute strength, they were elegant instruments for teaching rhythm, body mechanics, and energy economy, all wrapped in a brutally effective package.